While the Hawks have confirmed they have leads to get to the root cause of this unrest, COSATU has urged even the ANC to conduct an internal investigation into the allegations of plotting. And joining us live from Atteridgeville is Simphiwe Ngomo Zulu. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning. Can you update us on the situation? Is there still protest action, or has it seemed to calm down?
Yes, a good morning to you, Lauren, and a good morning to our viewers. As things stand right now, the situation is calm in Atteridgeville. Life seems to be seemingly going on as usual, as traffic is moving and flowing steadily. We do know, however, that some sources within the ANC branch here in Ward 51 say that they were barred from starting their shutdown of this particular township, that being Atteridgeville. They say that they were barred from protesting. They're still unhappy. We must remember that we saw during the week them being promised by ANC officials, including the current mayor of Tshwane Ramokgopa, as well as a contingency that was with him that included Paul Mashatile. They were told that there would be a meeting with all of the branches in Tshwane to be able to discuss a way forward, how the election campaign would be moving, and just what to do about some of these protests and the unhappiness with the nomination of Thoko Didiza as the mayoral candidate. Of course, this meeting has since been postponed by the ANC, a move that has been met with discontent by some of these leaders. We do know that the ANC is officially going to announce their mayoral candidates this morning later on at Luthuli House. We have heard some of our sources saying they do intend to gather various branches to make their way to Luthuli House. They said what they will be doing, whether there will be a protest or not, it will be dependent on what the announcement will be. They say they're still adamant, despite all of the investigations and allegations of foul play regarding these protests. They say they are still adamant that they do not want Thoko Didiza as the mayoral candidate of Tshwane. So it will be telling as to whether they will gather. They have said that they are rallying members from various branches of the townships that have been protesting, from Hammanskraal to Soshanguve to Atteridgeville. They will all be making their way to the CBD to hear exactly what that announcement will be. Of course, the ANC has reiterated that they do not intend to change their minds about this nomination, saying that the decision of the PEC does remain final, and that they will not be shaken by these protests, as there has been a formal procedure that has been followed in order for this nomination to be made. While some of these protesters remain adamant that they are not happy, how far they will be taking the protest is still to be seen.
Now, some people were talking about foul play. There details have emerged of a meeting that was allegedly held at a hotel where a plot was hatched to render, the city ungovernable. Can you tell us more about this?
Yes, definitely, Lauren. We do know that there has been a WhatsApp message that has emerged where various leaders were told to rally some supporters of the ANC to try and render Tshwane essentially ungovernable. Some of the instructions that were in the WhatsApp message were that they should barricade all entrances of various townships, and that there should be burning of regional offices of the ANC. We've seen some of this being done. We have seen the closure of roads. We have seen some burning and destruction of property of the state, as well as of various private companies. But of course, investigations are continuing as to who exactly is involved. Various local leaders are named in the WhatsApp messages, and their contact details are stated here. But of course, the Hawks has confirmed they're continuing on with their investigation. But it doesn't seem that those who are behind some of these protests are letting down or seeming deterred by some of these investigations that are going to continue.
And lastly, before I let you go, Simphiwe, the ANC has distanced itself from these protests. However, the DA has come out to say, where is Thoko Didiza at this moment in time? Why hasn't she said anything about these protests? What does she have to say about all of this, and how do the residents feel about, the fact that she hasn't communicated anything with these residents?
Yes, we have seen opposition parties making their way to some of these townships that have been affected by the protest. For example, we did see the mayoral candidate for the DA making his way to Tshwane and saying that as a local leader he felt it unacceptable that the ANC was not prioritizing or bringing more of their leadership to intervene. The ANC has repeatedly said that they will send those they feel are unnecessary to be able to handle this, and they do not feel that the fact that they have been able to send some of their local provincial leaders means that they're not necessarily taking this serious. I mean, we have seen the Gauteng chairperson, for instance, Paul Mashatile, making his way here. We have seen various leaders within the NEC also coming. We've seen the Minister of Health, that been Aaron Matsaledi, coming, as well as some other ministers making their way. We've seen MECs of safety also just making their way here. So there has been a presence of various leaders here. The ANC has said they have taken a stance that the national leadership will not be coming and taking over some of these negotiations with the protesters. They have left it to the prerogative of course, some of that provincial leadership to try and sort this out. This is a provincial matter. Even the provincial communication teams have been the ones that have been working with the media to try and sort of reach a resolution. Of course, this problem is very provincial. I mean, it's pertaining to the election of mayoral candidates. So essentially, it does affect more of the local management. We know that Togo Didiza is a member of the NEC at this current moment in time, but we're expecting that she will be present if, of course, the ANC will stick to their guns and hold her as the selected Tshwane candidate.
Thank you for that update there, Sampiwe Ngomezulu, live from Atteridgeville. Right now, though, we turn to our other ANN7 reporter, Natasha Piri, who is live from Soshanguve. Natasha, can you update us on the situation there? Protest action, police presence?
Well, very good morning to you, Lauren. We're actually on our way to Mabopane. That's where we're going to start off first. And as you know, yesterday there were just major lootings within the area. In the evening as well, Lauren, there were also reports of looting in the area. But Lauren, we did witness, however, looting of a shop. And just shortly after that, over 10 people were actually arrested in that area. But the people of Mabopane, actually just going through Mabopane and just talking to different people from the area have different reactions as well as to why they're actually looting and why they're actually protesting. Some are saying that they want Ramokgopa to still be their mayor and not Togo Didiza. Other people are just saying that they're unemployed. So, I mean, they justify their looting of foreign national shops, not only foreign national shops, but local shops like your Spars and your Usaves. Because they are unemployed, they have nothing to eat, and hence they blame government, saying that government should do something. But it was quite interesting to see that there was actually heavy police presence throughout Mabopane and Soshanguve, as we're actually following police officers as they were actually just going throughout the township and actually responding to calls from foreign shop owners saying that, listen, people want to loot my shop. But we do understand, however, that foreign shop owners have actually moved their belongings and their goods to a place of safety. As of now, we're not so sure where, Lauren.
And am I correct in saying that the ANC Gauteng is expected to announce its mayoral candidates? Are we expecting a similar reaction here?
Well, definitely, Lauren. We are expecting a similar reaction, but also, I mean, sentiments on the ground and what people have been saying is that now these things just need to come to an end. Lootings need to come to an end. Protests need to come to an end, because now people are feeling that, acts of criminality actually infiltrating these protests. It's no longer about the mayoral candidate and the political situation here in Tshwane, but these are just people grabbing an opportunity and wanting to steal from other people, Lauren.
Natasha Piri, thank you so much for that update. We will obviously be returning to you as you go in.